Yo, what's good? It's your bro Lo, and I'm bringing you guys another saucy trading video. This is gonna be how to become elite with order flow part 2. So if you guys haven't seen the first one, make sure you go back and watch that one and then come back to this video and we can start digging in to these nuggets that I'm about to give you guys and all this sauce, you feel me? So before I get started, I just wanted to say that I am not a financial advisor. I am a regular trader, a regular guy giving you guys non-financial advice. So if you go smack a old lady for $5, I have no power over what you did. I have no control over that. That's your own financial decision. All right, so let me be. All right, now with that being said, let's get into this video. So there's a couple things that I want you guys to remember, okay, real quick. All right, so let's go over that real quick. All right, it's two things. All right, I'm gonna text it out real quick. All right, number one, on the way to the draw on liquidity. Whoa, my keyboard, bruh, my keyboard. On the way to the draw on liquidity, up / down candles should be respected. All right, number two, every swing of price, once it is broken, it can be considered an order block. Okay, because what are order blocks? Order blocks are basically a shift in delivery. If there's a swing that's broken, that's a shift in delivery. All right, so I'm gonna go in more detail on what that is once we get into the chart. And number three is the left side of the chart is your friend. All right, so you're gonna get your confluence from the left side of the chart, and I'm gonna go over these three. I want you guys to really remember these three. Okay, write them down if you need to. Pause it, write all this down. Just remember these three. Okay, so let's get into the, actually I can copy this. There we go. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna just put a little anchor text. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just do a little anchor text, put that on there. There we go. Bam. That's easier, isn't it? All right, so we have this. Actually, let me now text wrap it up. Yeah, the text wrap is a lot better. All right, let me make it a little bit bigger. All right, so there we go. There we go. All right, so now that we have that, I want to go over this swing right here. Okay, now for context, let's just say in terms of hindsight, we're looking for price to draw here. Okay, all right, we're looking for price to draw there. We're at this low. Okay, so what happened when we're at this low? Ignore what happened right here. Okay, we want to go over this swing right here. All right, so looking at price, right, we took out a low, okay, and we reverted. All right, after sell side is taken, what should we expect price deliver to? What should we expect them to deliver price to, right? That's buy side liquidity. All right, so there's the purge on liquidity. We expect them to deliver price to buy side, right, because they offer sell side. All right, so we can see that you have buy side liquidity here, you have buy side liquidity above here, you have buy side liquidity above here, you have this old imbalance right here, so that can be another draw on liquidity. Just pull that out. All right, boom, right there and here. All right, so boom. All right, so we have these areas right there. All right, and buy side liquidity here. So we're expecting price to draw up into these highs, okay? Buy side liquidity, these draws on liquidity. All right, now where would we want to get in to reach into these areas of liquidity, right? So we know order blocks, we know breakers, we know fair value gaps, we know internal liquidity, we know all of that. So we're looking for that, right? But how do we know really where price is gonna start to move from? Where is it gonna accumulate orders at, since this is the right side of the curve, right? Where are we gonna accumulate orders at, right? And when I say the left side of the chart is your friend, you want to pay attention to what did they do on the left side of the chart, the left side of the curve, right? So let's get into that. All right, don't worry, we're gonna go over these as well, what I mean by that. All right, so if you want to pause the video and try to figure out why price moved where it did, you can go ahead and do that. Mark it up the way you want to. I'm gonna give you guys 3 seconds to pause the video and do all of that, right? All right, so we're good. All right, so let's go over it. All right, first thing is that we're looking for fair value gaps, order blocks, breakers, you know what I'm saying, internal liquidity. That's what we're looking for. Now, when I said every swing of price, once it is broken, it can be considered an order block. What I mean by that is this swing right here, this whole swing right here, once it is broken right here, this whole swing can be considered an order block. And every order block has a breaker. This up move can be your breaker of this swing down. This up move is a breaker of this whole complete swing down. All right, if we mark out this range right here, this is a swing, right? This is a swing. Let's make it red. But if we go to the daily time frame, you can see that this is 3 consecutive down close candles. And what is that? That's an order block. All right, you go to the weekly, you will be able to see that it's 1 down close candle right here. All right, so every swing of price can be considered, once it's broken above, a down close candle, an order block. Just like how this swing right here, these 1, 2, 3, 4 down close candles, this whole range right here can be considered a potential order block candidate to support price. And every order block has a what? A breaker. All right, so now that you understand that little perspective right there on that, all right, this is why when I say to people the price is just all one order block because of that perspective that I have. All right, so let's look at this real quick. All right, with this swing, after this purge and revert, I'm looking for where can I buy at? Where are they going to reaccumulate at? Right here. So let's go over this. First, you have this up candle right here. All right, let me keep this a little clean. Okay, you have this breaker right here of this down move, right? Came above there. That's your shift in delivery. Looking for this to hold. It held, right? We continue up. Okay, once we broke above this high right here, which we did with this wick right here, this whole range is now considered an order block to me. Okay, it's a shift in delivery of this range, right? Every order block has a breaker, so what am I paying attention to? Right, I'm paying attention to these 2 consecutive up candles right here. Okay, so let's mark out these 2 consecutive up candles right there, draw it out to the right in time. Let's take this one out. Okay, also, what do we have? We have an old fair value gap right here. Okay, old fair value gap right here. Also, with what? A fair value gap on the right side of the chart. So let's refine it to that order block, that fair value gap right here, the premium of this fair value gap. Okay, you can see that price came down, wicked into here, continue up. Why didn't it come into here? It can. right? We have this up close candle right here. You also have this, right? But it doesn't have to, because it already broke above this range. It could respect this and reaccumulate from here. It doesn't have to come deep into a discount, right? Doesn't have to do that. All right, continues up. Okay, so we're gonna go over everything on this relative time frame, and then we're gonna scale down to get a little bit more detail. Okay, so we broke above here. All right, what did we just break above? Right here. We broke above this up candle before the down move, right there. Okay, here's that up candle before the down move. They can reaccumulate orders inside of this. All right, what they did was right here, they reaccumulated, broke above. Once that happens, what do I expect? I expect down close candles to be respected on the way to its draw on price. So here's a down close candle right there. All right, down close candle right there. It came into that range, had a displacement higher, continuation up. All right, remember our draw is this high right here. Okay, so I'm expecting price to get up into there. All right, for hindsight purposes. All right, once we broke above this candle right here, what is this swing in price right here? This whole swing right here, it can be considered a breaker because we have a shift in delivery. We broke above this high, right? Higher time frame, this would be considered a full order block, this whole swing down. All right, so what does every order block have? Every order block has a breaker. Okay, here you go. Here's the up candle before the down move. Draw that out in time. Where did they reaccumulate at? Inside of this up candle. They bought to sell here. Okay, bought to sell here. They broke above that. They can reaccumulate orders here because they distributed orders here. They reaccumulate here. Okay, what do we have? We have a displacement higher. We broke above these two down candles range. What do you expect? You expect on the way to its draw on liquidity, up slash down candles should be respected. So when I say up slash down candles, it depends on which draw it is. So if the draw is buy side liquidity, you expect down candles to be respected. If the draw is sell side liquidity, you expect up candles to be respected on the way to that draw. So in this example, we're expecting down candles to be respected. So right here, you have two consecutive down candles. Okay. All right, two consecutive down candles right here. All right. We expect price to be supported in that range. So let's take out these horizontal lines just to clean it up a little bit. All right. Okay. So we broke above here, right? And we're coming back into what? Two consecutive down candles right here. We reaccumulate there. What's also going on the left side of the chart? Where are we at? They bought to sell all the way down right here. This is one order block, this whole swing on a higher time frame. Every order block has a what? A breaker. Let's mark out that breaker. They distributed here. Now what do? They reaccumulate right there. Okay, two consecutive down close candles. Also, what do we have? A fair value gap right there. All right, so there's the fair value gap right there alongside with these two consecutive down close candles, because it should support price, right? You wouldn't expect price to go any lower than this. Okay, you expect this to hold price. Here's the fair value gap. Reaccumulate where they distributed at, and we continue, right? We continue higher. Okay, we have this down move right here. We break above that. Okay, what happens after we break above this high right here? This high. Okay, that shows me that price is willing to continue higher if it breaks and close above there. So what should happen? Down close candles should support price. Price comes back to that these two down close candles right here, with this down close candle coming down into it, and continues up higher. Okay, continues up higher. All right, until it gets to its draw on liquidity, draw on price. Okay, which it got up to this high. All right, so let's mark that. Also, look right here, this two up close candles right here broke below. They reutilize that as well alongside with this range and this range. Okay, so you got a lot of confluence in this area. Look, also I missed this fair value gap as well. Okay, all right, so boom, that fair value gap alongside with this whole down move right here. Also, you got this down close candle right here that price came into, and displacement higher. Okay, down close candles, two down close candles right here, came down into it, displacement higher. This move came lower. I'm still bullish because I want to see it run deeper into the high for a filter of mine, right? I'm expecting this down close candle to hold. It holds, you get a nice move. It didn't attack this high, but it doesn't have to attack this high for you to make money, right? This is enough. This move is enough for you to make money. And you can see that, what else did they come back down into? Right here, came back down into the discount of this volume imbalance right here, and continue higher alongside with this bullish order block. All right, I would have expected this fair value gap to hold, but it could come deeper and play inside of this down close candle. All right, so you could have been a buyer here. Well, first here, because it took out liquidity for aggressive people. Okay, you could have been a buyer here, 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 until it reached up into its draw. All right, so let's scale down to a hourly time frame just to kind of see everything with a little bit more detail. All right, so here's the purge and revert right here. You got a shift in delivery on this time frame here. Could have been a buyer around here, because remember, look, remember what I said, every swing of price can be an order block once it's breaking above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 down close candles. The open right here, you could be a buyer once price comes back inside of here. Every order block has a what? A breaker. This up candle right here can be your breaker. Price comes back into it, you can put your stops below, displacement higher. Okay, comes down into the fair value gap. What does it come down into? What did it do? It broke above this high, this right here. What does this whole swing consider now? It could be an order block. All right, comes down into a fair value gap, wicks right into it. Also, what? There, they distributed here, they can reaccumulate here. All right, they reaccumulate there, fair value gap, continue higher. All right, we come up, we break above this high right here. Okay, we break above this high there. You have a down close candle right here. Okay, notice how it got a little wonky right here, but notice how we never closed below this order block. Okay, we never closed above there, but I like this PD array a lot more based off the 4 hour, right? Not the hourly, based off the 4 hour. You're keeping your 4 hour, your higher time frame areas, right? And you're keeping those zones there, and you're looking for confluence inside of that, right? So once it comes back into here, I can see that there's this little reaccumulation area right here. that I want to see price respect. Came into there, continuation higher, but we still never closed below this order block, so this order block is still valid. All right, we continue up higher. What happens? Here's another area where they redistributed at on that 4 hour, that up candle. They come, they reaccumulate inside of here. What do they tap right into? 2 consecutive down close candles is a order block. We come into that, we have a continuation higher. Notice how this down close candle right here started to support price here, and we bought up and went higher. Okay, what happens after we broke above there? Okay, look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down close candles consecutive. This is one full order block. Every order block has a breaker. Draw this out in time. Boom, right here. We're really focused on the open of this whole down move right here. Okay, you also have this down close candle right here. You can focus on that. Look how the body's respected right there. You also have a fair value gap inside of here right there. Okay, look how the body's barely closed. Let's go ahead and draw this out. Okay, so here's the fair value gap right there, the lower end, and I'm gonna move this into the upper end of that fair value gap right there. So here's the bodies. Look at the bodies respecting it. Look how price is respecting that fair value gap. Down close candle. Here's the breaker of the consecutive down close candle. Move. Continuation higher. Displacement. All right. Now, what happened right here? Yes, you can wait for price to come here, but it doesn't have to. Why? Because look at this. They bought to sell here. So what can they do here? They can reaccumulate orders. Okay, are you guys seeing this? I really hope you guys are getting this in your head, right? Collecting what I'm giving you right now and just planting it in your brain right now. Okay? They reaccumulate inside of here. Here's a fair value gap right there. You could be a buyer here if that's in your model. Continue up higher, right? We have a continuation higher. We're focused now. What are we focused on? Okay, here's the fair value gap right here on that 4 hour. All right, here's the lowest down close candle right here that took out price. We're not really focused on this range. You can focus on there to get a little bit more refined, but I'm focused on here first because this is my lowest down close candle and the bulkiest too, right? So let's draw out the open of that. Okay, let me change the color to blue, dark blue. Okay, you can see, look how the bodies are it came right into there. Here's the bodies of the fair. Look at the fair value gap right here. Look how the bodies are barely closing inside of it. That's a very good confluence for buys. How the bodies don't barely close below the fair value gap and it respects it. Okay, watch this continuation higher. Be a buyer there. Alongside with what? Where did this happen in? Where they bought to sell that. The breaker of this whole down move right here. Sensitive areas. Okay, I'm giving you guys a lot right here, bro. Right here. All right. Continuation higher. All right. Here's that 4 hour fair value gap. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 down close candles range. You could be a buyer inside of this range once price comes back inside of this range. Okay, where's the confluence? What's the confluence inside of this whole range? It's not about this little range right here, this down candle right. It's really not about that. It's about this. Now where's the confluence inside of this range right here on the right side? That fair value gap right there. Okay, you could refine it a little bit right here. You don't want to make sure you guys are not over refining though, but you could refine. Let's take that 4 hour fair value gap and refine it to the 1 hour. Okay, here's a 1 hour fair value gap. Price comes into there. This is possibly OTE as well, from this low to this high. All right, let's go ahead and pull that out. Low to this high. Look, boom, OTE 62. All right, displacement higher. Once we break above this whole move, down move right here, okay, preferably this up close candle right here, break above that, we know that this down close candle can be a reason to support price to go higher. So let's pull that out right here. Here's the open of that right there. Once price breaks above here and closes, entry can be right at this candle. You also have, remember, on the 4 hour, this is a down close candle right here, comes into that. Also, not only that, you have a down close candle right here with what? You see how I'm not really moving my range or refining. I'm keeping my eyes on this range, but I'm seeing what's inside of it. Here's a fair value gap right here. Okay, let's change the colors real quick. All right, change the color. We're gonna move it to black. Look how the body's respected. Be a buyer there, stops below. Displacement higher, easy money. All right, here's that down close candle right here. After price went up higher, but notice, look, also notice how on the way to his draw up here, look how these down close candles are being respected. Look, down close candle, back into it, down close candle, back into it, not breaking below it and closing below it, down close candle, back into it, displacement, until we got up into this high. All right, notice how we come back right to this down close candle with this fair value gap. A little bit of movement, came down a little bit lower, still respect this whole range. Okay, never closed below it, never went below this down close candle, came back into the discount, remember, of that volume imbalance on the left side on the 4 hour. Right at the discount, created a down candle right here, came back into it, wicked into it right here, continuation higher, 3 consecutive down close candles, continuation. Once we break above here, what happens? 2 consecutive down close candles becomes 1 order block. All right, there you go, right there. Price comes back into it, reaccumulates, also down 2 consecutive down close candles right here, reaccumulates, pushes up higher. All right, it seeked what it was seeking right here, and then you can see the shift in delivery, shift in order flow happen right there. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys got a good amount of nuggets, good amount of sauce from this video. Make sure you hit that like button, smash the like, no, don't hit it, smash that like button, you know what I'm saying? Smash the like button, share this video if you guys want a part 3. Okay, share this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, I'm out.